That's right, baby. The evil frogman isn't sick anymore, and he's back to fist every single one of you. You're all getting fisted. Sorry, I forgot to put on my voice. Hello, everybody. It is me, the evil frogman. Welcome back to another video on the channel. I was going to upload this video yesterday, but I figured I would let the smoke and the ashes settle, and then today I will give my thoughts on Cash. I know that everybody else is going to be doing Vault Hunter breakdowns, but that's not how we do stuff over here, because you guys know that what we really come to for on this channel is rare, exquisite, knowledgeable stakes and takes, and here's the coin I found in your ass last night.
If you truly love video games like I do.
Let me first start by saying that I actually think that Cash is going to be the Vault Hunter that brings back a large portion of players to Borderlands, because for whatever reason the internet has a history of going crazy over cool ass robot characters. And I don't think it's going to be any different with Cash. I genuinely think that the best thing for Borderlands 4 right now is not their story pack they're releasing. I think it is legitimately this robot bomber club. He has unbelievable aura. He's designed by the same character designer that worked on Claptrap, the Doppelganger, Aurelia, Amara, Zane, the Clawbringer, my beloved. And on top of that, the most important thing that we're going to talk about today is that he's just so overpowered already. I say already because we haven't actually seen all of the skill values and whatnot, but looking at his kit and everything that he has, he is just absolutely bonkers. So you're probably going to hear a little bit of complaining out of me in this video, because I am concerned about the overall health of the game, as I always am, because I want them to make a healthy game that we don't look back on and go, oh, why did they do that? But what you should know is that overall, regardless of my thoughts on balance stuff, which we're going to get into, I think that this Vault Hunter genuinely looks fun. And that is the most important part above anything else. The Vault Hunter looks fun. It is going to get people to buy the DLC, and on top of that, it actually looks like it's a reason to replay the game. Something which me, with over 500 hours, just haven't had the drive to do. I just have not. I think one of the most important parts of Cash's kit, and something which is extremely interesting to talk about, is that for the first time in Borderlands history, or at least I'm pretty sure, we have a Vault Hunter that doesn't actually use a capstone. Cash does not get capstones, period. In fact, what he actually gets is up to 3 additional augments. So when you start with Cash, you're going to have 1 augment slot, as you would typically expect, but in each tree there is a 1-point skill called Devil's Tine, and speccing it will add extra augment slots, and you can get up to 4 augments at once, which is really, really interesting and a really cool way to build a Vault Hunter. Like, I genuinely am a big fan of that direction, but I will say it isn't going to matter much if none of the augments are meaningful, but that's definitely not how they sound. So I think overall this is a really, really good way to go. I think for me, one of the most fun action skills on Cash right now is Crossfire, because I am very much against the third-person action skill nature of Rafa's arc blades, but I will say that a third-person, basically pseudo-niche skill, which is what this character seems to have, is really, really cool, and you see it in this gameplay right here. I truly hope this is powerful, because I would love to use this in bossing and maybe get it to a point where it's just melting bosses, and I'm sure that's not going to be a big issue or something that's very difficult to do. And you can even get these to ricochet too, which is kind of disgusting, but you're gonna hear me say that a lot in this video, so get used to it now. He also has Sleight of Hand, which allows him to throw cards at enemies, and they'll do a variation of things. They could even be like spells and fireballs and whatnot. I don't think this one is going to be that good. I'm going to make a very dangerous prediction here and say that this is going to be Cash's Green Tree Amon. I don't think it's going to be quite as bad, not at all, because I think Cash is going to be the most OP Vault Hunter in the game when he drops. However, I think it will be the least used of his 3 trees. And then lastly, he's got his Dice which he throw, and this is basically an RNG based action skill. Depending on the number you get, different things will happen, but the skills that are tied to this tree in particular sound very, very gross. Like for an example here, there is Can't Stop Winning, which just gives you a chance to enter Windfall when you get a crit, which is ridiculous considering Windfall is basically the gatekeeper on a lot of the skills in this tree. So that's just disgusting alone. Like that one skill is nasty. But if that wasn't crazy enough, this dude just has slag in his tree. Just straight up slag. Snake Eyes is a 1-point skill that says whenever Cash shoots an enemy with a gun, fire a bone shard at all other jinxed enemies. When bone shards damage an enemy, they create bone splinters around them and converge around them, dealing kinetic damage, and enemies damaged by the bone shards take increased damage from all sources. Brother! But this isn't the only thing that's ridiculous, because in Blue Tree, he gets this same skill again in the form of an augment, adding a bone shard card to the deck. So you can just throw his action skill out and potentially all of the enemies nearby just get slagged, which is disgusting. Simply disgusting. What was the word I said you'd be hearing a lot in this video? Was it disgusting? It might have been. But somehow it gets even more gross, you dirty fucks! Mighty 9. This is in another tree. If Cash would enter Fight for Your Life while he has an active bone totem, instead gain a free second wind, a free Cleromancy chance, and destroy a bone totem. What? But that's not all. Whenever Cash rolls 9s on his die, spawn a tough totem that causes guns and ordnance to also deal bonus melee damage, bonus incendiary melee damage for every enemy killed. And when you kill an enemy, restore duration to all other active totems. I would like to let everybody in the dude, what the fuck was that? I just choked on a I would like to let everyone in the class know today that to avoid booming myself, I have strategically avoided checking out the power of Amon in comparison to Cash, because I will blow my smooth off. It's kind of like Gearbox just don't care about melee at this point. They've just decided that flying enemy, can you melee it? No. Instead, you'll shoot it with your arsenal of 1 bagillion guns, because remember, we have 1 bagillion guns. This is a gun game. You will not melee. And then we have From Gloam Till Glow. A portion of all damage Cash is dealt from enemies is converted into overshield. Whenever Cash loses a fortune stack, shots from his guns deal bonus damage equal to his overshield. This motherfucker literally has the B shield as a skill. Oh my god. Legend has it that there is still indentation marks from the lines of coke Randy Pitchford snorted off of his desk before making this Vault Hunter concept. A while ago, I put out a very controversial tweet, which I'm guessing rubbed some people the wrong way, but I stand by it and I will die on this hill. It was called the BL4 Balance Pipeline, with my short predictions of what's going to happen in Borderlands 4 as we go down the line. Let me tell you, this is how it starts. There is no reality where Cash drops in this game and he is just mediocre. This character is going to be so unbelievably strong that they are going to have to nerf it. But because he's paid content, they're not going to want to nerf it. So instead what they're going to do is make the rest of the game harder, which in turn will make it harder for all of the other Vault Hunters in the worst way. So they will buff them, and they might buff a bunch of gear as well, and that's going to destroy the balance for early playthroughs, and we will be right back where we were in Borderlands 3. But I will say, all of this aside, the good news is Cash looks fun. And that is going to mean that people are going to buy him, and it's probably going to bring a lot of people back to the game. Now, if this does not happen and you see me in your local drive-thru, please do not take videos and understand that I served in the war. No, not that one. Jesus Christ. Anyway, you dirty frogs, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you for all of the chicken noodle soup you sent me. I am feeling much better now, and as a special thank you for the chicken noodle soup, I want to let you know that my Amon build is dropping soon. I know you've all been asking for it. Okay, maybe not all of you, but a good portion of people. It's like every video now, everyone's just asking where my Amon build is. It is coming. Just like, well, let's okay, we're not gonna, okay. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like on the video, because it does really help in the YouTube algorithm, and let me know your thoughts on Cash in the comment section down below. Remember that on the 26th we will be playing that DLC, and you'll find coverage of it here and on Mobalytics, where we are a big part of the Borderlands 4 team. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I'll check you all in the next one. You dirty frogs.